Happy Monday, everybody. It's your boy Jumpman Jones. You're now live inside episode 275. Are we on 75? 75 of the Kick and Shit podcast. Joining us today behind the camera, we got D, Chocolate Delight, the woman king. She is the homie.
The homie.
What's going on, D?
Not much. What's up?
I watched that movie. That was a good movie.
All right, I gotta get this right this week, man. To my right, man, it's my boy.
Yep.
It's the funny, it's the talented, it's Gels, aka Jelly. Put him on the bread, Mr. J Liners himself, the boss, James D, Jellyfish comedian. What's going on, brother?
I got a new
AKA Mr. Old Fashioned.
AKA. AKA down with the moo moo.
Down with the
shit
movie.
out of here.
Get this shit out of here. And if you haven't heard, man, already, we got our girl in the building, the lovely, the beautiful, the talented, the
always fucking
multifaceted.
it up, D.
What?
We gonna jump you.
Wait, I'm going. I'm getting you your intro.
Because she's witnessed it several times, and I need a female.
I thought I was doing good.
This nigga was stuttering. You think we have it recorded?
Damn, my nigga.
Well, I was
So a
kidding.
nigga got to make 10,000 a year.
Nah,
A nigga can't stutter.
Doing the
A
intro.
nigga he got to read a paragraph.
I mean, you should know how to
Just
read.
the bar is just so
I
damn
don't have it
high.
written down. I'm freestyling
Okay,
right now. All right, the lovely.
Okay, let's start over.
All right, the
The
lovely.
bar is so high.
The beautiful, the prolific, the talented.
Okay.
Miss Foxy Red is in the building, man.
Thank
What's
you.
going on, man?
I
What
received
did I stutter at?
that. It's your girl, ADF the kid, but I'm grown as fuck.
Oh yeah, it is.
Shit.
You want to be ADF the grown?
Huh?
You cool with being ADF the grown?
What is that?
You ADF the kid, not ADF
No,
the grown?
no.
Just stay the kid?
Just leave it the
Just
way I
stay
have
the
it.
kid? All right, cool.
Niggas always want to touch some shit.
I
Stop.
just-
Stop.
I mean, Lil Wayne dropped Lil after a while.
That's not my business.
Oh,
Nah,
okay.
I think he is.
That has nothing to do with me.
All right, so
You're
never
a senior
grown.
citizen.
Oh my God.
All right, shout out to everybody that listens to this show week in and week out.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. If you're tuning in right now on Apple Podcasts, we appreciate you. Leave a review. Spotify, we're there. iHeartRadio, we're there. Google Play, we're there. And SoundCloud, we're there. And if you're watching us right now, I guess you're looking at it on YouTube. Subscribe, like, and comment. Other than that, man, Johnny is out this week. So how are you guys doing?
I'm good, man.
My shoulders hurt.
All right, how?
Well, even though I don't want to drop the kid, I am getting old, and it's just all up in here. I've been sitting here for the last 20 minutes, and it's starting to activate.
Okay. So
activate.
just old bones, just
Yes.
achy. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's very grandma-ish.
Oh,
Doing pretty good. You
How
know,
you good over there?
speaking of, not being a grandma, I actually just got finished, making something happen. I went to work,
okay.
and then after I left work, I went and tried to, work out and stuff, and I got caught up actually playing basketball. So that's why I tried to make it sound.
Nah, you good.
But I got lost track of time. Shout out to the Mexicans out there, man. They were busting ass. Had to put a stop on
Oh, you played
them.
with the Latinos.
Yeah, man. They was whooping ass.
How was that?
It was pretty good. They actually pretty good, man. They pretty solid.
Okay.
They pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. They got a nice game on it. They play together.
It tells me you were bored as fuck.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I was at home bored.
I've definitely missed some episodes because the last time I was here, or was it the last time I was here? You were working on entrepreneurial shit?
Oh, I am.
Oh yeah, he is now.
Okay.
He quit his job.
So that's what you mean?
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations to you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
It's
I
hard.
applaud
It's
that.
going rough. going rough.
They say it's about a year or two.
Yeah, it's going rough,
Hey.
man.
Hey, but he
Coca-Cola
hanging in there.
nigga.
It's
Nah,
been what?
yeah.
It's been like a month. It's been a good solid 2 months now. Like he's
Hey,
hanging
but
there.
you
He's doing
still
his
have-
job.
you haven't
a
quit.
month
That's the
and like
important thing.
6 days, bro.
Yeah.
I've been counting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been
Oh, I thought it was
It
early
ain't been that
August. It was
long. It
August
ain't
5th.
been that long.
It was that August 5th.
it ain't been that long.
We can talk about this
All right.
next year.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it.
It's
then.
still rough though. The start is rough.
Oh, I
I'm
believe
not having the start that I want to have, but I still thank God for the opportunity.
Facts.
So I'm a stick in there. I'm a hang in there. And shout out to my haters right now because I know y'all loving this. But I'm saying it ain't doing nothing but making me stronger.
Why they
You know
still
what I'm
slave
saying?
for bastard?
When I go, yeah, while you over there with Master, nigga, I'm free.
D, how you doing back there behind the camera?
I'm good. Just, taking
Word.
my notes.
Drinking her water, minding her business.
Minding my business.
Well, while we got you on the microphone, man, can you start us off with a little bit of politics?
Hell no.
Oh, well, that was a genuine answer.
No, I'm joking. Politics have sucked. I think the first thing we had this week. Did everyone see actually the tweet that went out from Donald Trump Jr.'s account?
I did
shit.
not.
On
I don't
X.
follow Donald
Oh,
Trump Jr.
it
Formerly
said
President.
Donald
I
Trump
hate that.
had died and Donald Trump Jr. was running for president. That's what it said.
Right.
Yes.
So
No.
it said, in quote, I am sad to announce my father, Donald Trump, has passed away. I will be running for president in 2024. The former president, of course, hopped on Twitter X. I don't really like that.
Me either.
To let it be known that he was well and he was alive. And so it was very, found out that somebody had hacked the account. But
That's weird.
as we know, people ran with that. And so other tweets kind of supported that tweet with saying, F Biden and other racial slurs.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
it really went down a whole rabbit hole of bullshit. But that was a stir on Twitter this week. And then also, in the midst of all of that, because, that is important, a former president potentially passing, we are also might be facing a government shutdown. Have you heard about that?
Nah, I haven't
I
heard
didn't.
anything
What
about it.
happened?
I feel like they threatened
later
that.
on.
They ain't
I
shit.
heard about it. I
This
don't
is
know
not
much
the first
about
time it's happened. I think we've actually had a government shutdown maybe a year or two ago, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. So, for those that don't know, the U.S. government's fiscal year starts in October. So, Congress has to come up with a funding plan by the end of September, strictly by midnight. They have to come up with some type of funding for the U.S. government. And so with the government funding expiring and them not really being able to pass new legislation by that deadline, it is possible that we may face a government shutdown. So what that looks like is, that's when they furlough some government jobs, except for those that
Oh,
are
yeah. They did this
deemed
before.
Does this
essential.
affect everything like Social Security and stuff like that as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
shit.
because October will be on, what is that? October is going to be on a Saturday, I think. So because
Oh,
the
October 1st. It is on a Saturday.
right.
Yeah.
So because the shutdowns, quote unquote, they don't reach an agreement, will happen over the weekend, then the effects will be felt on Monday.
Oh, the 3rd.
Oh my god.
So they're trying to figure everything out. But of course, once the shutdown is over, federal employees who are required to work and those that were furloughed will receive back pay. So essentially, people don't get paid during that time. So it's not like a FU to the government. It's really a FU to people that have those state and government jobs.
And receive government funding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks, because I know there's some entrepreneurs out there that actually have government funding because they got government contracts. So that shit's gonna suck.
Oh,
for
damn.
that.
It's gonna suck for a
particular
lot of people. It's gonna suck for
Yeah.
the older generation, like she said, Social Security. Like
Money
I
not
receive a
coming in.
check for my daughter because her father's dead. Like it's gonna be that whole thing. Shit.
Has that happened
Damn
before to y'all? Where they had a government
They
shutdown?
threatened it, but it never affected us.
Right.
The time
So
that I've been
for the
receiving
most
it.
part, the people that receive funding, you all should be the last ones to get hit.
Okay.
So hopefully they'll figure it out before Social Security is impacted, and other, death benefits and life insurance, all that stuff is impacted.
Damn.
But I think the biggest issue right now is their conversation over aiding Ukraine. Like, how much more money do we sincerely need? Like, do we sincerely need to give to Ukraine?
Listen,
Like,
man.
You
That
talk-
interview with the president of Ukraine was very eye-opening.
What'd he say?
He was just explain. Well, at this point, they depleted all their resources. They don't have actual soldiers. All their soldiers are dead. They literally people volunteer, sign up to fight for their country. They say it's the same on Russia's side. They say, but they've been able to move Russia's forces out, but they still need money for artillery to continue pushing them back because Russia keeps coming at them. They're not stopping. So when they had the interview, I think this was Sunday night, I watched it. He was saying that he did come to America this week to petition to get more funds to fund the war. I think the most damning thing that he said is that Vladimir Putin is not going to stop coming at them, and he will come for America at some point. He said his personal prediction is you guys have a 2024 election. Your country is not in sync. And during that election time, your country will be at its weakest. And he
Right.
said, I feel like if, that's when he will make his attack.
When
But
he'll strike.
yeah, he would strike, but he's not gonna stop. Like he's out for blood. Like he's not stopping.
Right.
Like, and only thing that's really keeping us from World War III is the government funding Ukraine to keep Russia at bay. But I mean, that's really what we're looking at. I don't know who made that joke this week. Oh, last night when we was at the thing, Santana said, do you want better food in your schools or you want World War III? With your choice, you pick.
Right.
So like when we talk about the government, we talk about funding. I think Johnny even said a couple weeks ago, like America literally put money up for wars so we don't end up in a situation where we're fighting in a war.
Right. And so right now the only alternative would be for a short-term measure, they can offer like an extension to avert a shutdown. And it's like essentially a stopgate solution. And so right now, Senate Democrats and Republicans strongly support additional aid going to Ukraine, which could be included with the stopgate bill. But it's House Republicans that are reluctant to provide additional aid. So it's really, they are at a standstill on that front. So
Well,
hopefully they figure it out, though.
we shall see.
I learned so much when I come here.
I love a good conspiracy. You know that.
Oh,
Right?
What you got
Here we
cooking?
go.
You know Germany won the Olympics, right?
Message.
That's all I'm saying. That's
All
all
right.
I'm saying. Y'all think it was a coincidence? Maybe not. Maybe so.
So check this out, man. I was scrolling through my timeline this week,
What?
and I seen a tweet, and this shit got me. It said, "Would you cheat on a woman? Why would you cheat on a woman that let you hit it in all four holes?" And I'm pretty sure you all wondering like what the fourth hole is.
Yeah, what is it?
So I click on the tweet to figure this out. The guy who posted it the person who posted it never responds what the fourth hole is. So it's a bunch of assumptions. Before I get into what I think that fourth hole is, what would you think the fourth hole is? There's no right or wrong answers here because we don't know what the fourth hole is.
Now, I do believe we had this conversation right here on this podcast where I believed for a long time that a girl had 3 holes.
So let me help
Hold
you
on,
out.
hold on. I want to hear this.
Let
Go
me
ahead.
help you out because your old ass about to fuck up.
No, I want to hear what you got to say.
I
No,
really thought that for a
let
long
him say.
time. Go ahead.
What's the three holes you think they have?
Nah, cause look, listen,
entertainment factor.
my granddad, right?
Here we go.
You know,
what I tell you, what I just say.
Okay,
Let it rock.
okay, and he's
Let him
dead.
talk.
Matter of fact,
Let him
so
talk.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to
R.I.P.
Mr. McClain.
But you know, when I was younger, he used to call Cootie Cat Two Jaw.
Okay, two jaw.
Two jaw, you know what I'm saying?
I fuck with it.
And like I used to be like, Dad, why you calling shit Two Jaw? He'd be like, you got 2 jaws, don't it? And when you think about it, he kind of right.
What's the second jaw?
I'm lost.
So explain it.
I'm
Explain it.
But like, you know what I'm saying? That's just some old shit. So like, for a long time
The
in my
other
life,
person with a vagina.
I really thought that girls had the vagina, something in the middle, and the ass.
This nigga said something in the middle.
Something in the middle. I really did.
Oh, before you learn. Oh,
Yeah,
because you
before
were so
I
young.
actually learned.
I'm not gonna leave you hanging.
Are you
I
thinking
remember
it's like
before.
the urethra?
I don't
So
know.
before I lost my virginity in not high school, in middle school, the boys would be like, "Which if a boy said he was having sex, somebody would come across and say, "Which hole you put it in, dog?"
Exactly.
And I was always confused, like I thought it was 1 hole. And then one of the boys was like, "Yo, it's 3. They got 3 holes." I was like, "Really?" But from what I understood, all 3 holes was in the vagina. I didn't learn till later that was inaccurate.
Yeah, that's inaccurate. See, I wasn't by myself.
Now he's not by himself. It's so many vagina myths that
I
men
get it when
pass along.
I get it when you're an adolescent, like a very young age. But I'm just so I want to get to the end of this. Go ahead.
Oh, what the fourth hole is?
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you guys think the
has
fourth hole
something to
is?
say.
I don't know.
Oh, D, what was your comment about this?
I was responding to James
She knew that. She knew the fuckery was
Because-
coming.
For a long time, I really did.
and that's understandable. But we do have a urethra.
Mm-hmm.
That is where our urine comes out of. That is not intended for a dick to go in.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
I'm sure
That-
some girls
that-
that got busted down though.
Right. I'm pretty sure that hurts.
Ugh, shit.
Juice.
So you have your
If you've ever had a catheter put on, you know that shit hurt.
Okay, yeah.
So it's actually a vestibule, is what it's called.
A vestibule?
I had to look it up.
What's
word.
that?
It
So
sound
the
like you saying
vestibule
vegetables.
is the section of the vagina that has the urethra and the
Clitoris?
vaginal opening. So that whole little section of a vagina is called a vestibule.
Oh, best.
So you have, but because you don't go inside of a urethra, you don't count that one. So that wouldn't be a fourth hole.
Continue.
So I would say for 4 holes, you and I talked about it, so I already know what the 4th hole is. But essentially, it's going to be her mouth, her ass, and the vagina opening.
Okay, so you can't tell what you think the 4th hole is.
I'm not gonna say what I think the 4th hole
What do
is.
you think the 4th
I
hole
have
is?
nothing. I'm not even about to place a bet on this.
Okay.
Belly button?
So the only
Ear?
thing, the only thing we can
I
come
start
up
thinking
with
about ridiculous
is
stuff.
a woman. It didn't specify if the 4 holes were on the woman.
Because it says
I was gonna say it has to be on the man.
because it says
So-
how could you cheat on a woman that does all
4 holes. So I was thinking her mouth, her vagina, her ass, and his ass was the 4th hole.
Ew.
So she's either eating his asshole or she's pegging him. But that was my only thing. I know it was a joke.
But
I
see,
know
how-
it was semantics. But the debate online has been, what is this for?
But that's,
How?
that's immediately where my mind went. I was like, it can't be on a woman.
Because
How?
it's not. He didn't
He
specify.
said, "How you gonna cheat on a woman that let you hit?"
No. It's
no,
actually-
she
that
does
that
all
she-
4 holes. That's the exact quote. I misquoted it, but it's does all 4 holes.
Oh.
Yeah.
But what's the fourth?
But even with that wording, I couldn't think of what the 4th hole was. I was like, it's got to be. She said it's got to be his ass. It's got to be his
Call
ass.
me old hat.
No, start. So if it's on a man, so explain all the 4 holes on him.
Well, the thing is, the 4th hole would
The
be
4th
his
hole
ass.
would be his.
So all the stuff on a woman, and then a man.
His
Yes.
ass.
And
yes.
that makes
Oh, that.
it
She
says
was
the
in
woman
his
that
ass.
does all 4 holes. She just does all.
She
4
does
holes.
all
We don't
4
know
holes.
what
Okay.
she's doing to him.
So it's very much a riddle. Is what.
Yeah,
It's
it
like a
sound
riddle like a
like
motherfucker.
it.
Yeah.
Sound like
It definitely started a thread that was super interesting
Yeah,
And
everybody had it.
unnecessary.
and
by this-
unnecessary, but it was definitely
was entertaining. It was
Definitely
entertaining.
Oh my god.
shout out to all the female ass whisperers out there.
did-
I don't know
did
why
we-
y'all do what y'all
did we-
do, but you
did
do.
we
it.
figure out what it really was, or was it that?
No, it was just some shit to get you going. It was a
This
conversation.
get on my nerves, bro. Like right now, I feel like everything in society is just to spark some conversation. 'Cause
That's it.
Niggas is bored.
It's social media. Like,
Niggas gotta be bored if females out here eating man ass. I'm sorry.
Don't
you
know
got
what
to be
you
bored.
haven't tried.
What are you doing?
What's on the list?
What are you
next.
doing?
What was
You better
loved
hope
by
this nigga
everyone
white.
until rich people ruined it? I thought it was a good question.
cornrows.
Rich people, not white people.
Yeah, I mean, for a minute, rich people did
I mean,
ruin
Kim Kardashian
cornrows.
got a little money.
You remember?
Hold on, you
You
said
remember when Justin Timberlake?
Oh, those things was bad. Those were
Straight
bad.
backs, bro.
They could barely keep that shit
Justin did have
together.
the
It was
straight
so
backs.
bad.
That nigga had a pair of straight backs in, bro.
He had to wrap that bandana because it was not.
What the
he
fuck?
did have
coming
a
to
bandana on. He did have a bandana on.
That's
Yeah.
horrible.
We saying rich people or white people?
No, it was rich
people.
people. It was rich people.
rich
But you right.
people
Is there any difference? Nah, I'm just playing. But let's see something that rich people destroyed. I say podcasts.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
say
yeah.
podcasts
Oh, yeah.
because every celebrity now, even basketball stars, got podcasts like a
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Everybody,
And y'all wasn't
you were
doing
right.
them shits until regular people start smacking them shits out the park, and now all of a sudden y'all
Yeah.
want to be on a podcast.
That's a
and
good
shit.
point.
You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
did
get the
run.
fuck up out of here. This is our lane, nigga. Y'all already rich.
Yeah, that is
Trying to
true.
get in every lane.
That's
nigga.
facts.
Good one.
Like a suburban, just
I
trying
was-
to swerve all over the lane.
What did they kill?
Let's see.
I feel like it's a very broad question. It's hard
is
to
broad
narrow
question.
in on it.
Because they'll get something to do with the death. But they also like
That's
I don't want to
everything.
name fashion because they originate most of the fashion. It's like you,
I say like posting.
Posting?
Rap
Yeah.
music.
they kill social media.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
social media most
Rap
definitely.
music for
Yeah,
sure.
social
Once
media
they
was
started
great
allowing
before.
it to cross over, it's just like,
You say rap
it-
music?
It lost its raw edge.
Who crossing over?
No, them accepting it.
Yeah, I would
and
say rich
taking
people kill
things
rap
and running
music.
with it, and their marketing of it and all of these things. And
Yeah.
I feel like it's not initially what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
We still gonna listen, but it's not the same.
Matter of fact, yeah, they did destroy. Social media was for the common person until they got on it.
Right. I would say Get Ready With Me's were entertaining.
Rich people do Get Ready With Me now?
So I've seen
Like
this one
celebs.
woman. I don't know her name, and if listeners, if you know her, tag her. She's a beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong. She lives in Dubai. She's a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
She comes out of her house as a part of her Get Ready With Me to get in a pink Range Rover to go take her son to get coffee and some breakfast and then go back home. And I've never just been called broke in 30 seconds. And it's like, why did we need to see all your cars and you get to choose what you want to drive?
Damn.
And you choose a pink
Get Ready With Me.
Is there a
Range
Get
Rover? Like,
Ready
you-
With Me?
you didn't
Okay.
even get
It's my
ready.
life.
Yeah, you right.
I see
Yeah,
what you mean.
yeah.
It is people that do that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Leave something for us little paupers out here.
Man, they ain't they ain't gonna leave nothing for us.
Yeah.
Nah.
If it make money,
If they can monetize it, it's
yeah.
out
If
of
it
there.
can make
Oh, yeah.
money, oh yeah, they
I
in
like
there.
what they did there.
Yeah.
And then you got to think about it. Celebrities basically work for us, if you think about it, because like
Oh,
they
yeah,
got to
they
do shit
entertain
that
us.
we like.
Yeah.
You got to entertain us, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So even though you're getting a lot of fucking money,
That's the goal.
you're a slave to us,
Yeah. Slave to the camera, slave to the fans, whatever the fans say.
in our opinion.
Did rich people kill plastic surgery?
Hell yeah.
No, they started it.
And they started it?
And they
you know
killing
what
it,
fucked
too.
that up? Poor people.
Poor people kill.
Poor
Poor
people.
people
You
fucked up
right.
plastic
Surgery, yeah, we did.
surgery.
You
You're right.
That was a
That was a rich nigga sport, and
Yeah, it
now,
was
and
rich
now
nigga
all of a
sport.
sudden
Yeah.
everybody out here getting it, and you just
Getting
watering
acid,
it
yeah.
down,
Can't
and
afford the
even the
thighs.
doctors aren't taking as much care with what they do
Right.
anymore. It's like, oh, you'll be back.
You
It's,
say you
that
get the
kind
ass,
of thing.
but you can't afford the thighs.
Seriously though,
Over
it's
here
not
looking like
matching
Ant's
up.
life.
Can't,
Nah, they do look
can't
like
keep
ants.
up with the maintenance because there is maintenance.
Yeah, I
That
heard
is-
there was
You
maintenance.
know that, and that's my thing with a lot of the additions and enhancements. Like, y'all realize that soon a lot of these women are coming up on their anniversary date to have to renew all of these procedures because you have to renew it like every 10 years.
Oh shit.
I'm not trying to be Ethel May in my 60s and 70s
With a
and
fat
still
ass.
trying to get that lifted.
right.
Or
May.
What
whatever.
happened if you don't go to your renewal?
I'm sure you're gonna be fucked up in the
pretty much
game.
starts to it reverts
Deteriorate.
back a lot faster.
You ever
because-
had an old Timberland boot and the sole start,
All right, lean it up.
and the sole start slowly deteriorating? I just imagine that's
what the
gonna
ass
be
is
what
doing.
happens.
Yeah.
It's gonna,
It just
it's gonna
deteriorates.
start
Oh,
falling
you
off
know.
the
That's
pieces, nigga.
crazy.
You gotta
That's
keep up with that
wild.
That's crazy.
That
You
would
could be
be
walking
funny
around
as hell.
with a mush pinata ass.
Oh God.
That's crazy.
Hey, while we talking about rich people, I'm gonna get into this rich people breakup. So, Teyanna Taylor
breaking up.
got on the internet to announce she was breaking up with Iman. Now, she only announced it because there was some cheating rumors, and she wanted to
clear
let
his
everybody
name.
know they had already split, and it wasn't for infidelity reasons. That they was best friends, they still business partners, they still doing everything together. So, shout out to them for that. My question to y'all was gonna be: can you still maintain a friendship with an ex-partner and still have future relationships with other people and be successful?
Yeah, people do it all the time. It's called baby mama, baby daddy.
That's different.
No,
And they
They
were.
do it all
that's
the time.
not what it's called.
To be fair, they were
No,
already
okay, you know.
separated, and she's not saying that they're getting a divorce. Like, they are still married, they still love each other. They're just separated.
Oh, they're just separate.
Yeah, that's just like she's just announcing, like, hey, we've been separated. Ain't got nothing to do with infidelity, but this is how this is just how we're moving. It ain't really none of y'all business. But couples, I feel like rich couples do that all the time. Like
Yeah.
Oprah and Stedman, they weren't together for the longest, but they still lived together. They still interacted and were seen together, but they were not together for a while.
So does that mean that these two people can go see other people?
Yeah. You know,
I do believe it's doable.
I think
to
it's
answer your
doable
question.
as long as it's whatever works for them. Like,
And I say remove the kids. Like, if you dating a nigga, is he able to still be friends with his ex?
I think so.
It depended. Like, they had a 10-year relationship, they part ways, or they had, let's say they was married and they get a divorce, or they separate. Is he still able to be business partners and have this fruitful relationship with somebody he still considers to be a good friend? Are you comfortable with something like that?
I do feel like that is something that is very doable. And let's take their scenario for example. They have what has always appeared to be a very healthy dynamic. He has always been super supportive of her, and vice versa. So I feel like those two can actually do it. Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see how this works because I love them together as a team. So I'm kind of interested to see. I feel like she's definitely a team player. I feel like she's gonna be able to.
I'm on the opposite end. If you add a third and fourth party to a situation like that, I can see a party being like, y'all a little too close for me.
Y'all too. So,
you mean as the ex and the
right.
ex?
Yeah, because I understand they separated, but what I'm saying is when I hear
Y'all
people
too
say,
friendly.
"Yo, we separated, but we still best of friends," or let's say the separation.
You gotta
ends
word
up,
it different, Landon.
Oh, my bad. Let's say the separation ends up in a divorce, or the separation ends up in a split. Like separation to me don't equal a good thing.
It doesn't equal like that. It's completely over. But if they are divorced, I think about the HGTV couple. They have a whole show together. They are legally divorced, and he has a girlfriend. They still have this show together. They're about to have a new season.
Yeah.
So it's like I think it's doable. Like if this is, and me personally, and maybe it's my thought process. If I'm with somebody and he was with his ex-wife for 10, 15 years, I don't anticipate he's going to cut that person off, whether they have kids or not. That is somebody that you loved, transformed, and grew with for 10 to 15 years.
So now that we've flipped the thing and reversed it on the question, am I necessarily comfortable with that? Me? Probably not.
Okay.
My thing is I know what I can get with and what I can't. And if I see y'all in a situation where it's too close for comfort for me, I applaud that, and I don't want to come in between that, but I know what I can and can't emotionally handle.
Sure. Gotcha.
If y'all are just like so close that I can't, it's like, all right.
Well, yeah, if it's to the point where it's like there's no room for me, then no, I'm not doing that.
And
but
I think
if it's
that's
strictly where it's like this is your business partner. That's your business partner. Get money.
Yeah, and the way she described it, like I said, the way y'all describing it to me when you said they separated, they still together, but they just having a separation. I mean, in the regular world, a separation means there's probably a divorce coming, or they could be working on it, or they could be seeing other people during this separation time, or it could be a legal separation where you got to spend that year apart because the state requires it before you can even file a divorce. So there's layers to it. But if you are indeed friends, like you say, and something you guys were to add a fourth party, how comfortable can another fourth party be with y'all relationship?
I feel like it leaves
answers.
a lot of room for insecurity with the new person coming in, because they don't really, they're gonna, like you said, they're gonna subconsciously feel like they're competing.
Yeah.
And that's a lot because that's always going to be the mother of his child. And with them being so tight-knit, that's a whole nother thing. It's like, it's easy to date a nigga who don't give a fuck about his baby mama and he just there for the kids. That shit easy. I'm winning everything.
But
I'm winning every argument.
When they friends, that's different. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But like, it's like, how do I insert myself? How do I know my place? Like, I don't have to just win my man over. Now I got to win this bitch over too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
different.
No, I've seen situations like that. Like, yeah, she got a.
And I ain't for that shit.
Go ahead, James.
I think it's different for men, like, cause like, honestly, like my girl got a male friend like that she's cool with, but they ain't like talking on the phone every day.
Oh, but hold on, that's
Did
not
she
an
date
ex
him?
though, right? You feel what I'm saying?
It's not an ex.
We talking
It's
about
not
in the
an
case
ex.
of an ex. Like,
Nah, it's not an ex.
We talking
But,
about
like,
in the case of an ex.
But I have in my early years
I was going to
talked
say,
to
I have a
girls
situation like this.
with baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? So you got to realize like a baby daddy mentality, definitely if they hood, that's always going to be his chick. You know what I'm saying? That's how they feel.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
how they
saying?
feel. That is how they
Until
feel.
she set him right or she started dating somebody
See,
else.
I
You know what I'm
never
saying?
agree with that dynamic. I tried to veer so much away from that stereotype. Like, this ain't that. You don't have it on lock. But I actually have a guy. I was talking to him when he just called me when we were sitting here. That is one of my good guy friends. We used to date. It didn't work out. But we like so close. And every time everybody in our friend circle sees us together, it's like, why y'all didn't work out? For a nigga to come in and see us together, he would be mad uncomfortable, but that nigga been around. Like, he's known my kids since they were this little. So it's kind of like, how do you, and our chemistry is undeniable, so it can be a lot.
So why you won't talk to him then?
Nah, I don't look at him like that no more.
Damn.
I just don't. It's just like, I don't. But I'm gonna tell you the fucked up part about it is, if any of my female friends ever, it's a problem.
Yeah, that's fucked
So
up.
he's off limits.
He's the one
I
guy.
don't like, yo, hold on.
He's one of my guys that is off limits.
That's
Why
fucked
women
up.
got the rules?
Because no, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, but understand we gonna square up about this shit and fuck you because for me, if the shit had worked out, you would have tried to fuck my nigga. That's the way I see it in my mind.
Well,
if you could have eyes for somebody that like I had that much chemistry with and it should have worked. It was a mutual separation. He wasn't over his ex, and then I went back to my ex, but we stayed so cool. But there's always been something there that kind of keeps us bonded. It's there. Let's stop with the faces. Everybody in this room got somebody. Maybe not you, nigga, but everybody in this room got somebody that'd be like, you could. I wouldn't care about nobody else, but this nigga is off limits to my friend group. To my girls, it just made me look at them shady. Like you, I gotta
I
keep
can
my
see
eye
what you're
on
saying,
you.
but what if you
I'm
in
not
a whole
disagreeing
nother
with that.
relationship
Women,
though?
y'all will never understand from a woman's standpoint. If I got to ever question
That is
that
what
you
the
looking
shit.
at somebody that I've been that close with, it's one thing. Oh yeah, I fucked the nigga, sucked his dick a couple times. He ain't. That's different.
So y'all
But if
pass him around.
It's some dudes I got.
Y'all
like
pass.
that.
Okay.
Like
Damn,
we got
y'all
some,
done passed
we
niggas
got some
around.
pass arounds. Like y'all think y'all the only one? We got some pass. Like bitch, that
Okay,
dick
hot
was.
potato with this
Hey,
nigga.
you need to come get some. But we got pass around.
That nigga like, hey.
But there are certain men
One
that
potato,
are
two
off
potatoes.
limits to my friend girls. We've never had this conversation, but if I had to have that motherfucking conversation, it's gonna be hands involved. Because don't you ever try me like that. I'm not the one or the
That's
two.
fucked up.
This got a little heated.
That's fucked up.
I'm just telling you where I'm coming from.
Let
I'm
that
not
man
the
breathe.
one or the two.
Sir,
Let that
sir,
man
whoever
breathe.
you are not allowed to look at her friends.
He already know.
Holla at her
friends.
friend, nigga.
He
I know.
already know.
This ain't
your girl.
He's somewhere laughing.
You could die.
Ain't your girl,
You
nigga.
will die.
Yeah, you will die. You won't be alive. And the girl that you trying to fuck,
Right.
she gonna be
Everybody
dead
else
for real.
is cool.
On
Like,
DOA.
you know what I'm saying?
We gonna
Other
bring
than
Lake
real
Lanier to Charlotte.
long-term
But all you other
boyfriends,
niggas
but-
that was just getting fucked and sucked, like y'all get
do your
passed
thing.
around.
It's one
Y'all
nigga
get
I
passed
would
around.
gladly give his number out because that dick is so good. Golly.
All right, well,
can't
I mean,
keep that
if you
on
want to drop
myself.
it on at the end of the episode for the ladies out
I
there,
think we
What's
got
that?
mutual friends. I think he hitting a lot of my people.
Oh wow!
God
Oh,
damn.
Yeah, unspoken thing.
why we
I
shouting
ain't mad
that
at
nigga
it.
too?
I can't
I know,
deny
right?
that
Shout out to
shit.
him. This is a real nigga of the week. Who is this guy?
I've talked about him before.
All right.
Nigga out here.
Also this week, man, Jada Pinkett Smith took to the internet to post a video of her and Tupac rapping "Parents Don't Understand" at one of those little like middle of the mall video makers from the 90s.
Talking about Will Smith son?
Yeah.
Jada ain't been shit for years. Damn.
Finish your thought, because I have something I
Hey,
want to
did-
say about this.
That's crazy.
Hold on. I was introing the topic.
Who found
Go
this
ahead.
video?
No, let him finish.
She posted the video. She owns the VHS tape. You know,
she
in the
ain't
middle of the mall,
shit.
you can make a video with your friends. Back in the 90s, you can make like a quick music video in the middle of the mall or at a store in the mall. So she just posted the tape, you know what I'm saying?
That's
and
a
it
whole
was,
nother level of ain't shitness.
But
Go ahead, though.
here's my thing.
What?
We've seen this exact same video over and over. Girl,
And over. This ain't
why
new.
are you still living?
What's fucked up is
'Cause she
Will
should've married
posted
him.
a tribute to her for her birthday about how he's been with her all these years, and I don't even know if she reposted it. She didn't acknowledge the shit. I didn't go through the comments. I don't know if she said anything. I'm pretty sure she did. I'm gonna hope she did. But her post on her birthday was not to thank her family, say she loved her husband, she loved her kids, she fucked with her mama, none of that. She posted the same old tired ass video
Tupac.
of her and
I'm
Tupac.
so tired of seeing that video. I feel like let me tell you what my interpretation of this
missed that
is.
nigga.
You
Yes.
definitely do, and you have not gotten over the fact that you weren't chosen.
By
I think
Pac?
yes.
Pac was a player, though.
It
Okay.
is
Well,
what it is.
according to her story, they had an understanding where she won't gonna deal with the shit that he was doing, but that was still they were still each other's people. Like, that's my person.
Yeah, but she clearly ain't over that shit. And you gotta let that man lay down and die, girl.
Damn,
he is gone. Die. Just die. Let it go.
Argue parents just don't understand.
How many times have we seen this video? I know we saw it when he was still living.
Hey yo, your girl posting your current husband's old like hit and her ex man like our ex boo or ex friend dancing to it is.
And
that's wild,
some
yo.
did say
That's
that it was a
disrespectful.
tribute to say how long she's loved Will because they were singing him and Jazzy's song.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
shut the fuck
It's
up.
bullshit.
There's a better way to do
But
that.
every last few posts of hers have been to promote her book. Her book is dropping soon.
Ah, this
And
makes sense.
so
gonna be
she
like,
does
"I
talk
hate
about
this
that
nigga Will."
relationship in that book. She also talks about the dynamic of her marriage, I believe.
How long is her book? Because Will's was longer than a motherfucker, okay?
So hers is
Is this a
looked like it got
response
a
to
little weight
Will
to
Smith
it.
book? Is this what this is? They having book wars?
I don't know.
It's her response.
But I see, and I can't say I would listen or read hers because I did read his and I listened to it.
I did too.
But I don't know if I want
Because you don't
I
stand
know.
by what's first. By this time, is Jada? Are you gonna seek some help of some sort? Because it's not okay. It's not fair. And it's not okay to publicly continue humiliating a man.
Yeah, she emasculates Will, man.
And I don't like that. And so the real question by this time is fuck, we already see what she got going on. What person is really going to stand with this type of simp behavior by this time? Like that she's...
Nigga, everybody know Will a simp.
Yeah,
Everybody
it's
know
not
that shit.
fair.
Is
It ain't fair, but everybody know that
If he doesn't believe he's a
shit.
simp, or if he doesn't operate from that space, like he honestly may just be like, all right, like
really good person,
some men are. Some men accept that they were number two in their wives' life, like their wives.
I bet not ever
Choice
find
picking.
out.
And you can be number
Nigga,
two,
you-
but how many
you
times you
definitely
gonna
number
remind
two,
me?
nigga.
Right, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of them, but there are some. Based on conversation, there are some men that just know, hey, my wife settled for me.
I
he
just said I
could
better
be
not
one of
find
those.
out.
I
I
was
didn't
about to say,
say that
Landon-
I'm not. I
Landon,
said
that's
That's an
I
even
just don't
better
want to find
question,
out.
D.
Put it in
That's an
perspective,
even better.
Landon.
That's an even better question. Depending on the level of love you have for your significant other, could you deal with being a settle?
Look,
You know how many women deal with that?
I'm gonna keep it real. We are over 30. We are over 30.
Fine.
So whatever, shut up. Whatever girl that you meet, trust and believe she don't got that thing knocked out the park, and it's probably gonna be on a level that you can't even get to. You know what I'm saying? So
But that
yeah,
doesn't
you're
equate
being,
to being the love of
you're
my
being
life.
settled for, nigga. Whatever woman that you find, she's settling for.
Someone
you.
in the relationship is settling.
What I'm saying
settling
is,
for
don't
you.
ever let me find out. Like, this is knowing. Like, don't let me
Your
find
ego and
out.
your pride gonna kick in.
Like,
and you gonna be
don't
like, I
tell
love
me.
that bitch, but I
Nigga,
gotta go.
chill.
Don't post an old James picture for your birthday. Me and James was chilling. Like, damn, bitch, like I know that was your ex, but why you gotta post that?
Trust me, if you
Like,
don't
they-
know, you
they-
gonna
Dame
find
ain't never
out.
say nothing about the Jay-Z and the Leah pictures.
Don't let me know.
Oh damn.
My question was, how long y'all lover got to get over somebody? Like, if
Bitch,
if you
it's
in y'all both in new relationships,
We
just-
well over 20-something years. The
No, what
90s
I'm-
is gone.
But what I'm saying is, y'all, if y'all sitting here, we're in new relationships today, and the person that you are with now find out that an ex died, how long they got to get over that shit before you be like, all right, now stop that
ex
crying.
died?
What's the letter on the Steve Harvey
Somebody
show?
died?
The what you call it leather?
Yeah, like
What
if
is it?
Strawberry
if
letter.
your girl
This was a
ex
strawberry
died,
letter once.
Now that's
how
fucked
long
up.
she got to get over that shit? Like, hey.
How long you giving her?
How long she got to get over that shit? Hold
Like-
on, I'm putting it together.
I can feel you.
The nigga died. All right, if the nigga died today, if the man died today, I think they usually bury you by the week after.
Maybe.
You got like 2 weeks
Wait a
after
minute.
the
Wait a
funeral.
minute.
That nigga
wait,
said
wait,
2
wait,
weeks.
wait. Let's sort this out because why are you mourning? Oh, we together, right?
We together?
Oh, you can have no time.
So what's your question?
Oh, she said
How
no time.
long do you
Damn,
have?
that nigga can't be
Okay.
like,
To get
damn,
over
she
that
died.
shit.
Give
Are
me,
we together?
Give me an example. Tell me that your ex just died.
What, my ex? Okay, hold on. My ex. All
right, let me
No,
Damn.
just
My ex just died. I'm gonna go to the funeral.
Is this the mother of your child? Is this the mother of your child, or is this just an ex? No, for real. No, because they not understanding.
Y'all
me.
niggas is
Is this the
heartless.
mother
Let's
of
do
your
both.
child?
Let's do both.
No.
Let's do both.
Because she ain't got no kids by this nigga that we know of.
Okay, let's do both.
So let's not do both.
Dead?
Okay.
So
If-
this is just your ex.
If it's my ex, then I'm not going to the funeral.
Okay, so you
I'm not-
You
I'm
can
not
go
going
to the
to.
funeral.
You just told me.
If y'all gonna make it personal per me, if it's my ex, I'm not
just
shedding a
told
tear.
me- You just told me that your ex
Hold on,
passed
I
away.
was paying hypotheticals. If you want to do personal, like my real life, I'm not going to the funeral. I'm not even shedding a tear. I'm good.
But you're saying if you just, for me, my answer, if you just told me extras passed, when that punctuation is at the end of that sentence,
Oh, period.
that's when you're done.
Oh, I can't go to the funeral.
Damn.
That is when you're done.
So I'm gonna be honest. You can go pay your respects.
I like you. Thank you. I get
You can go pay your respects. We're gonna go pay your respects.
I was about to say, you
Yeah, you coming
We're
too.
going.
We coming.
going.
You coming. How
I'm
you
so
gonna feel
sorry
when
for your loss.
How you gonna feel like when he get like he tried to get in the grave?
When he
Yeah,
break
yeah, you
down
gonna be
and
mad.
he on the floor,
You gonna be mad.
Pussy was fire. Gee, why you got to go? I was talking to you, bitch, man. Acting up
That nigga gonna be
I'm
trying to
do
hold
you
it
want.
together.
maybe
You
I'm
that?
just I'm dealing with a different type of like I just don't let me see you break.
Oh, like
Don't-
Braxton hard to bring.
You gonna be trying to hold it together because you there. When you turn, that nigga like, God damn.
I don't want to see you fully break down about it.
Damn, she's still fine too, girl. You just got some lipstick right there.
Well, he gonna be at the casket for a minute.
The same way you had
That's not funny.
the same way.
That nigga at the casket like, reminiscing. God damn.
That's not funny. You aggravating.
He like,
And I say that
That nigga done
because
shook up
there
a
is
bit.
no.
You ain't playing.
I say that because I don't. But then I'm different. I don't think I really cry at funerals. I had an ex die.
hold on, talking about
shit.
This
I've
nigga,
had a couple of people I dealt with die.
talking about. This nigga say you shook a little bit.
All right. He'll shake a little bit. Oh, you for real?
I'm sorry, y'all. This nigga said.
We're gonna pay our respects.
James, shut the
We're gonna
fuck
pay
up.
our respects, and we gonna get the
That
fuck on.
shit's stupid.
And that's that.
James.
The same way you hide masturbating in the shower, you better hide your tears
James.
too.
There
That shit
are
else to me
men
about
that
it.
expect you as the woman to console him through that. I'm not built that way.
Hold on.
Figure out what you got to figure out, and you ain't got long to do it.
All right, so James, Jasmine X die. How long she got?
I mean, being realistic, I'm not that heartless, bro. Your ex died, you take however long you need to get over that. But after, like, your little
If she
time,
falling out and you got to hold her up, is that too much?
I mean, that might be a little lot. I'm like, damn.
You see James? You see James at the
Shit,
funeral?
I know I'm going to get a pass out if I die at least.
And the-
God damn, your legs weak? Shit, what the fuck going on?
You got to catch it? You gonna catch
no,
it?
it's like no.
You gonna
That's
catch it?
That's gonna take you. You gonna be sitting there like for real.
And you know how niggas when they get really emotional and fuck around and say you said you was never gonna leave me. Now you got to deal with that.
I mean, look, I'm not heartless. Like, a death's a death.
Me
That
neither.
means you not walking this earth no more. And
Nigga,
that's,
I didn't cry at my mama's funeral. If I see you crying,
now, see, your heart just a little
no,
bit
it's
hard.
not about that. It's not about that. It's
Just a
about
little hard.
maintain it, get it the fuck together.
Oh, okay, well.
So for me, there's a standard in our relationship, but you gonna know that coming in.
So what if your ex was good to you then? What if he was good to you?
With the one that died, we would have been
y'all just-
together.
what if it's the nigga that you're cool with now? How about
you
that?
said your friends can't talk
yeah,
to.
because he was
Yeah,
your
your
ex,
friends can say, ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's my friend.
but he was
Yeah.
your ex.
But technically,
How
that's
long?
your ex.
And you got a new nigga, so he like, damn.
yeah, how long it gonna take you to get over that?
First of all,
and you don't want to
yeah,
Hold on.
yeah.
Hold on.
How long it's gonna take you to get over that shit?
First of all, America, I do not have a new nigga. I am entertaining someone.
No.
The market is-
This hypothetical.
No.
Hypothetical.
She gotta make
But
sure
you gotta
the
watch your
listeners
words because
understand.
you be misrepresenting me on this show. I do not have a new nigga.
I never
The
said
phone
you had
lines
it.
are still
Hold on,
open.
hold on, time out,
We
time
are
out, time
still.
out.
It's open season. However,
Everything here is a
However-
hypothetical. I'm not
okay.
saying you have a. I don't know your life.
but you
So-
just brought somebody in my
No,
life.
this is a hypothetical. I said if you
God
have a
damn it,
man,
Landon.
if you
Okay.
have a man, and then your friend
I'm going
dies.
to. So here's the situation. Anybody in my life understands the relationship dynamic between. You got to be able to deal with that coming in first.
So you and your boy, so he died. How long is it
Oh,
gonna
I'm breaking down.
take? You break it down.
Oh, this nigga out.
I'm gonna
Oh,
be
that's some
fucked up.
bullshit.
her hypothetical nigga is leaving her. You still crying over this nigga? It's been 3 months. You got
like,
3 months.
No, I ain't gonna cry every
you
day.
said y'all was homeboys.
I ain't gonna cry every day.
I knew that nigga was in my house when I was at work.
No.
She don't fuck
I ain't
around,
gonna cry
call
every
him your
day.
name like
And
Lawrence?
it's not
Oh,
even.
shit.
And I'm gonna tell you why. With that situation, I'm not crying about we dated for 4 months. It's not about that.
You still
it's
dating.
about but I'm crying over my friendship and the fact that he's been in my kid's life and what he is on that level. So that's tricky because
Still
I'm not
Jax.
crying over.
Right.
Oh, I miss hugging him.
Yeah,
That nigga
sex with
couldn't,
him.
he couldn't
what I'm
touch me
understanding
again.
Yeah, sex
We
with
haven't
him.
had sex since 2010.
But did you have sex with him?
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
So what I'm understanding
mad.
here, hold on. To wrap this up, what I'm understanding here that Jada Pinkett should get a pass.
No, but Jada Pinkett don't need no damn
she
pass.
still-
She old
she
as
gotta
hell.
stop doing that. She
tripping.
gotta let it go.
It would be different if this was the first time. She's done this a lot.
It's every year. Every year we see that same video.
You
At
had
At
hair
least
in
pull
that
up something we
video. Now
ain't
you
seen.
don't.
At least pull up something out the
Right.
woodworks. Pull
Right.
that shit out because we know you got that.
All right. So
Pull up the jail pictures because I know you got some of them.
real
Oh,
quick,
yeah,
man.
She ain't about to share them with no. She be masturbating. You know.
They dropped Tory Lane's mugshot. Y'all get a chance to see it?
We
Man,
saw that
everybody
mop
see
on
that
his
shit.
head.
That
He
shit
gotta
is
let
bad.
it go.
Who is in prison making toupees? Because I
Because that shit looked like one.
No, it's just he
Niggas
can't
got
maintain
talent.
it. He can't maintain it. That stuff that he was using is starting to sprout out, and he can't maintain it anymore.
man,
It's the- what's
niggas
the
in
chia
jail
pet
got
shit?
talent, nigga. You can get a whole shape up in jail with
Maybe
a knife.
he ain't ready to let nobody touch him yet.
With a
'Cause
shank.
when he finally let him, he gonna have to let him touch him. All right.
Yeah, no.
Damn, Tory.
Technically, we couldn't see the back of his
I
head.
still listen to that nigga music. I'm sorry.
He got some good music.
Yeah.
He got some good music.
Unfortunately.
He just shot a bitch. That's it.
I mean,
He ain't do nothing wrong. He just shot somebody.
All right. Also this week in pop culture news, Adidas. So Bjorn Golden, one of the CEOs over at Adidas, was on a podcast called Good Company, where he said that he don't think Kanye meant what he said about Jewish people. He said he's one of the most creative people in the world, and it was very unfortunate that he made those comments, but he don't think he meant what he said. Now, since then, the ADL reached out to him, and those statements have been retracted. When I seen this come across my timeline, though, just the headline alone, it seems like they would want to somehow try to get back in business with Kanye. I don't know if that's possible, but they lost, I think it was a few $1 billion once that Kanye contract left.
But see, this is the crazy thing about that whole stuff. Niggas is still buying Yeezys. This nigga just dropped a pair of 700s.
it's always gonna be a demographic that don't care about none of the controversy.
Exactly.
Well, I feel like the people didn't give a fuck, but as far as like, they know that they could still sell the product. The problem is they took a moral stance. So they had already put shoes in production. They just trying to get rid of what they got. Now they say a certain percentage of the proceeds of what they've been selling is going towards the ADL. Because they got one more release probably coming December. It'll be the last Yeezy release for quote unquote for good. I think Foot Locker even has pairs that they need to get rid of. But they just did their first release. We don't know when they're gonna release again because they're trying to do this in waves to get rid of the what they have, what they already produced. So
I just believe that Adidas knows like whatever Kanye says or however bad it looks for Kanye, he's still marketable. Like he's a marketable person, and the product that he puts out is like A1. Believe it or not, I don't know how, but it is. I really don't fuck with his clothes, but his shoes be on point. So like, I don't know. I just think they just know he's marketable. So then they, of course, yes, they gonna try to get with him to get more money because this nigga sold damn near $1 billion in shoes.
I would just like to see if they were going to try to do it, how would they be able to do it? You would have to do it with the ADL breathing down your neck. How are you doing that?
Yeah.
Like that's going to be kind of hard to do when you got to answer to the ADL.
It was silly for the guy to say too, because if we know enough to know, you gotta speak to this side. We know enough to know that Kanye meant everything he said when he said it. So
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I know. I'm with
lifestyle,
you.
boy, shut the fuck up. You know.
Well, he's just saying that 'cause he
Yeah.
missed out on a lot of money.
Yeah, we know.
White people are very, what's the word I'm looking for? They'll agree with you long as you got money. money talks for them. They look at money as respect.
Until you start disrespecting groups like the Jews, you can't disrespect the Jews.
White people didn't do that.
What?
Disrespect the Jews. Kanye did that.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's what he's
you
saying.
can't disrespect the Jews, and you can't disrespect the gays. Those are protected groups.
Yeah, true.
From what I can see in America, if you one of those,
Unless
groups,
you're white.
Yeah.
unless you're black.
No.
Oh, unless
you're white.
Yeah, if you're white, you could disrespect the Jews and the gays. But
I was about to say, how in the fuck has the writers of South Park not been in jail? Like, I don't understand that. Like, do people not care as long as it's a cartoon? Because Seth MacFarlane and this other nigga from South Park, them niggas just be saying a lot of shit.
They still running?
yeah.
They still with the same commentary that they.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Probably worse now.
It's one of two things. It's two things. It's white privilege, and it's also that thing of building your brand on certain principles. The only
It's always
black
been that way.
The only black comparison there is to something like that, and you're not gonna see it the same. But like 50 Cent gets away with that. Like he's not friends with everybody. He's not liked by a lot of people. It was hard for him to get deals and stuff done, but he was able to find a partnership with Stars. So Stars won't cancel him just because they know who they got in bed with.
Yeah.
So he can say and do whatever he want. Stars took that deal knowing who
It's
they got in bed
expected.
with. So it's like the same. It's like the equivalent of that when you got South Park and Family Guy. Like Fox and whoever owns Comedy Central, they're not getting rid of South Park and Family Guy. And if it's rude, sorry, you just got to deal with it.
You don't feel like Kanye was one of those types of people before Yeezys came into place? Because I do. I feel like he's
I thought
always
so too.
been slightly obnoxious.
I thought so too. I thought they were gonna let that shit slide. I didn't think the Jewish community was really gonna chill.
Them niggas was mad.
I thought, and when they started dropping his deals, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I was kind of shocked. Like, we know he's schizophrenic bipolar. I think that's fact. That he's. So why did all this mental health, when Kanye West had a public mental health breakdown, we could say, why did nobody come to the aid of Kanye West and give him the benefit of the doubt? I'm with you. Like, it's just weird. I thought he would have got, if all the people, out of all the people in the world,
got the pass.
I thought
because of
Kanye would have got that benefit of the doubt from white people.
that. Now, I'm not saying he should have got a pass. I'm
No,
just
no,
saying
no, not
it's
saying
the way
shit.
they do it.
He met their quota. Oh, he's got, like, if you're white,
If
you
it's
shoot
right
up
for
a school,
you, it should
mental
be right
health
for me.
issues,
Yeah.
it's cool. So why not for Kanye?
But see, I feel like Kanye has a history of
Still nigga.
outblurts.
Still nigga.
You know what I'm saying? He got a history of that shit. So I just believe like people get tired of that shit after a while.
I think it goes with the bipolar. I
Yeah.
think it does. I think he has episodes.
Yeah, true.
I just think he has episodes, and when he starts having an episode, this is what you get.
Yeah.
You get because the thoughts just don't make sense. Even when you watch the documentary was eye opening. Like the thoughts.
Oh, his documentary was pretty good.
Yeah, but when they film him, even before they get to him falling off the deep end, like you can see at moments, he just has these rambling of thoughts. It's just like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, it's just not making sense. So, I mean, with him being a person who really has mental health issues, I would have thought they would have considered that before they dropped him. Like, you know.
I have a lot of thoughts on Kanye and his alleged mental health issues. That's where I stand with that, and that's
Cool.
all I'm gonna say about that.
Kanye ain't that crazy. That nigga got some head on
Like
the
I
boat.
said,
that nigga know how to get head. That nigga ain't crazy.
alleged-
Sex is different.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put that into it, but I definitely have some
I think
thoughts.
sex can be qualified. Like, you being too into sex could be something wrong with your mental health. Like, why you nasty like that? Like, what you thinking about? Like, somebody who want to fuck all the time?
And
Matter of
fuck anybody?
We grew up with a guy. I won't say his name.
Oh, Lord.
This nigga had an addiction to sex and porn. He jacked off all the time. He was like he would do anything to get his hand on some XXX material.
You know, they said Kirk was saying that he had a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was an addiction. Like that shit is mental. Like the way he approached women was aggressive. Like, yo, you trying to fuck? Like, what's up?
God damn, that nigga
Like,
watching that
straight to
hardcore
it.
porn.
Or sometimes he was nice, but next thing you know, he like grabbing him. And it's like disturbing to see as a young man. You're like, why are you grabbing that girl like that? But this nigga's horny.
Damn.
All right, you're a little too horny for me, man.
That's
Calm
crazy,
it
bro.
down.
That's crazy.
moving on to show I've been watching on TV called Winning Time about the Lakers dynasty got canceled this week. I just wanted to make that a note. That was a really good show. I don't know if y'all, any basketball fans out there, I thought that show was good. It was kind of shot like it was shot on an old held camcorder. That's how they shot it. Mm-hmm. And it just tells the story of from the time the first season of Magic Johnson. Season 1 is Magic Johnson and the Lakers' first dynasty win under Jerry Buss being the owner, and then they get into they were going to tell the story of the complete dynasty, but they did something. I think they said this is something you don't see on TV real often. Last Sunday was their final episode. They clipped it, so it won't be no more episodes coming out, and it's just due to low ratings. The writer's strike. So
they were probably hoping for as many views as like The Last Dance or something, and it just didn't.
Nah, it never got the views. They say even last season it didn't get a lot of views, but I thought that show was good. I thought it was a really, really good show. If you haven't seen it, I would check it out. Right now, I just been watching Ozark. Have you seen Ozark?
I've seen it before. Yeah.
Have you finished it?
No.
This shit is good.
Yeah, I'll get there. It's a lot I haven't watched.
Man,
Y'all can talk about it. I can't chime in.
A
right
white
now.
version of Snowfall.
Yeah, basically.
It is. But it's
I
good.
gotta-
White Snowfall.
As I get near the end of it, I got to figure out which one. Right now, they neck and neck.
I
But
finished
see, they cheated. They did 4 seasons. Snowfall did 6 seasons. So with a smaller catalog, I'm leaning towards Ozark being a better show.
That's fucked up.
I know.
I
That's
mean,
fucked up.
Because-
Snowfall is still great.
Fuck with them over your own family.
You disloyal, bitch made punk. Nah.
No, it's Ozark is good though. The writing is good. So
That's
it's
what I was
like,
gonna say.
Yeah, it's the writing.
You don't need. Honestly, I don't need 2 more seasons of Ozark.
No, you don't. You don't. But that's the thing about Snowfall. Like, the writing was real, real good. But then it did get crazy around season 5. Season 6 was good. Season 5.
We don't know when to get in and get out.
Yeah.
That's our problem as a culture. We'll have a good run and it's going good, but you gotta learn how to get in, get out of there.
I think Issa Rae did it right.
Yeah.
I think Issa Rae did it right.
She should have got in and got out too, because
4 seasons, I think.
that last season was real draggy for me.
Okay, yeah, she did drag it. She did drag it.
It tried to close some chapters and answer some questions from previous seasons.
Yeah, but the wow factor is kind of, like we have to learn, especially going into these, like, we're not of the generation that can last. You can't have a Living Single and a Martin and all that anymore and have that long run, because we just kind of, for one, a lot is predictable now. So you really got to get your viewers, do what you need to do, and get out of there, because you will start to lose your audience. Like, you think about Dear White People. Oh, God, that was so bad.
Dear White People season 1 was great.
Was awesome.
Season 2
I said, who
Season
are
2
these
was
new
good.
writers?
But when they started this whole musical aspect and spin on things,
Yeah.
that's
It
when I
got
was
so
like,
weird.
who are you catering to? Because Dear White People, this ain't our shit. It's not what we do.
Yeah, it's literally Dear White People now. Like, Dear
Like-
White People, we got something for you.
Yeah, no.
But to Dee's point, I was gonna mention when you were introing that, like, a lot of the times I watch some of these. It's gonna sound really bad, James. Let me just tell you.
Oh,
that.
what? Okay.
I am more drawn to the white shows and the white dramas more so because of their writing style in
That's
some
crazy.
instances.
That's crazy.
I love our people, and I hope there's a lot, but here's what you got to understand: there are a lot of our people in those writing rooms.
Right.
And
Yeah.
they just
Yeah.
have
Shout out to Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah, they have a specific budget that they can get the better black writers. Not to say that some of the other shows don't have good black writers, but you can tell the difference.
I would say
You know what I
Shonda
mean?
Rhimes is the only one that's really.
So
that
who
holds
did
her
it
own
right?
weight.
If we talk about black television shows, I guess we along the line of drama series, since we talking about Ozark here, like, who black did it right? Because in my opinion, I think 5 seasons of Insecure, I think it was 4 or 5 seasons of Insecure, was spot on. I think you're right. Season 5 did drag. I even think the season with Coachella was kind of like, oh, all right, you know what I'm saying? Where are we going with the story? But she would always bring it home. And I think that, like, even when we didn't enjoy the episodes.
She had a loyal audience is really what it boils down to.
But, like, even when we didn't enjoy the episodes, there was an episode that made it all make sense. You see what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, we weren't feeling episode 1. Okay, episode 2 a little bit better. I ain't feeling 3, 4. Oh, now I like these episodes because when I get to 5, it explains the first 4. So it's
I guess you talked a lot of shit about Insecure them last couple of seasons.
Who me?
man.
Yeah,
Yes, you did.
I thought it dragged. The last season, I thought it dragged. I'm with you, but I think she did it right. I think she ended it perfect. Like, get out of there.
Yeah.
Wrap this shit up.
She knew it was coming to a
I
halt.
felt like it could have kept going.
Hell no,
don't
man.
keep going.
It could have.
That's the thing
could
about
have.
good TV. It's gotta
They
go.
would've been watching
It's gotta
themselves.
stop. Outside of
crazy.
Insecure, Snowfall, I feel like was the best black. Like they did to me, they did it right. They closed it out.
I love the
amazing.
ending.
The ending was
How long-
amazing.
How long are we putting like the best? When we say the best, are
All
we talking
American.
about everything? Everything? Because I feel
I didn't
like the
finish it.
best TV
I
show
watched-
ever written was Martin.
Yeah, but we talking more so like drama,
Drama.
like
Oh, okay.
like how they shoot it now. With Insecure was supposed to be a sitcom, but in this day and age, it's more so it's shot dramatically.
And I'm really trying to think of any. It's hard to tell
We
because
got
I
that.
can't.
We got Snowfall. I think it was what's the one that all the girls like with your girl she was Kerry Washington fixing
Scandal.
all the Scandal. Was
That counts.
Scandal
That's
was the
Shonda
one.
Rhymes. That counts.
so
I said
Scandal was
Shonda
one.
Rhimes.
And Bridgerton counts.
Now what
Bridgerton-
about The Shy? I know people love The Shy.
I actually never
So
watched the show.
here we
People
go.
love
I
The
ain't
Shy.
Once
I ain't
again,
watched
y'all
the
got
show
to
like
know when to get in
That's the
and
one.
get out.
Okay, I figured that
And
was one.
so for me, that's Lena Waithe. But for me,
Yeah, there you go.
I got to a point where I'm like, how many times we gonna really be involved in these teenagers' lives? I don't really understand. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, how relatable
America
is this?
loves torturing teenagers. They
But
love
I
it.
was just like, this is getting to be a little. It wasn't. I feel like they were trying to recreate not The Wire, but how they did that back and forth adult kid dynamic. Like this season right here, so far what I've watched, I don't even think I'll be able to finish it because I'm very uninterested. It's just too much childish shit going on.
I would say another one. I don't know if you guys have watched it. Greenleaf,
I heard
That was a
Greenleaf
good one.
the
I heard
black
it was Greenleaf
church
was
family.
good.
That was actually really
Heard
good
Greenleaf
series.
was
They was
really,
like
really
4
good.
seasons.
I wanted another season.
Well, they were supposed to, because remember it ends with questions about
I'm gonna
Her-
give y'all one.
about the son.
I'm gonna give y'all one.
All right.
Maybe you don't know about this one. Ambition.
No. What is that?
What channel was that on? They had one season.
They literally had one season because I literally only seen one episode.
They had one season.
It's
I
the
don't
definition of
understand
getting
what,
in and getting out.
but that wasn't by choice. And there are so many cliffhangers, and it was getting really good. They had like 37 episodes on the season, though.
One.
What?
Underground. When they did,
I haven't watched it
Underground
yet.
was a
They
good
did
one.
not bring that shit
shit
back. I
was
was
good.
Underground
Never
was a
watched
good
that.
one. They was
That
writing
shit
the hell
was
out of
good.
that show.
I was a little upset.
And that look, now we're going somewhere. What's the one with Jonathan Majors?
Oh,
I wanted to
Lovecraft.
see. Yeah,
Lovecraft
that too.
Country.
Yeah, I was mad
yeah,
when that went
Lovecraft
off.
Country.
Yeah, so
Because
there
how
are
they
a
ended
lot.
that pissed me off.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did personally, The Watchmen. I wanted a season 2
Yes,
of The Watchmen.
I could have
Oh,
done.
yeah,
that.
I wanted
Another
season
that
2 of
would've
The
been
Watchmen.
Yes.
That's a good one.
I
Yeah.
wanted a season 2 of what's that one that came out that was kind of scary. Not the movie, but it was like either From or Us. I can't remember which one.
Oh,
I couldn't get into it.
I know what you're talking about. It might have been
It's Us.
When the black
was Us.
people moved to
Yeah.
It was
California,
Us.
that shit was good as hell.
I couldn't get
I
into
didn't.
it.
I
That
did
shit
not
was
finish
good.
it. I
It's a
only
TV
watched-
show?
It was
Yeah.
a TV show.
Called Us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By who?
I don't
It's
know who
not
was
some
by,
niggas
but
in it.
that shit
Is
was
it,
good.
Was it
man.
Jordan Peele? No,
Nigga,
it
put
wasn't.
me
I
on.
think it was Jordan Peele.
They
It
did
might
a
have
Us
been.
TV show?
Yeah.
Not
But
both.
it's not. It wasn't like the movie.
I think it's From. I think it's called From.
Hold on.
Stop,
Or is
James.
it?
You
Was
got
it
it right
Lena-
first time. Trust
was
your
it Lena
first
Waithe?
gut.
Somebody it's a scary.
I feel like it's a
movie
longer version, but I think people just call it Us. But it was something.
It's like
for us
it's a thriller, not a scary movie. It's a
Yeah.
thriller about a black family moving to the suburbs.
Oh, man, watch the hell out this shit. It's Halloween time too. Let's go.
Man, that shit was
And
so
it's,
good.
it's right up your It's right up your
That shit
alley.
was
Let's
good as
fucking go.
hell.
Send me
And
that
how
to my
it-
phone. I need that. I'm looking for things to watch. Ozark's almost over for
Man,
me.
you gotta watch that. That shit was the shit, bro.
Okay.
Real talk, because how they ended that, it would have made you think that season 2 was coming. You know, oh my bad. You would have thought a season 2 was coming, but they had one season, and I don't even think they're gonna pick that back up.
Which
Now,
leads
that
me
shit was
back to
good.
the
Them.
question
It was
at the
called
top.
Them.
Damn,
I knew.
Something like
All
that.
right.
I wonder what really happens in negotiations with these networks when these good shows don't come back, or is it really you're at a point where you have nothing else? It's like you
So,
have a writer's block.
The only
write
thing, the only
themselves
one I
into a
know
hole.
about was is because the information was shared with Underground. Remember when it first came out, it was showing on country music television, so it was that's a predominantly white.
I didn't know
channel.
that. I didn't know that.
And so when they ended,
it's on
fucked
Hulu
up
right
for
now.
that.
Yeah.
when it ended, it was like, oh, this channel is going on a different direction, but really, like, the viewership, I don't think they thought they would get the viewership that the show got. And so when it got there and it was time to get a new season, they were like, oh no, we're not gonna.
So
we're not gonna
explain
do
to
that.
me slightly. Look, we're veering off subject, and I jump out of this. Get in, get out. Underground. Is it like is it one of those slave shows?
Yeah, it was a slave show.
A lot of that is very hard for me to fully get. They be good shows,
No,
but to get
this
me in
one was
initially,
good.
Yeah, this one.
Because
These
it-
niggas
My
is
nigga
free.
Jesse was about to stab a bitch with a
it's
pistol.
surrealism.
Yeah.
It's surrealism.
I stick you.
Explain surrealism.
So what the idea of what surrealism is, it can be deemed under thriller,
Right.
But surrealism is basically things that wouldn't really happen, like
yeah.
time travel,
Like how?
No,
Oh no, it's not
Like,
surrealism. It was
it's
like
not.
it was like real. It was like they was really escaping. I think even Harriet Tubman was in this shit.
Yeah, they even
Okay.
have an episode about Harriet Tubman, but it's what got me was the fucking soundtrack. Like I don't know what you call it, but like how they align the music with what's going on. It was just
score for
always
The score was pretty good. Yeah.
it was perfect. It was perfect.
And just to answer your question about canceling these shows, sometimes it just be it's literally ratings.
Right.
Yeah.
And can they renew, like you said, can they renew contracts? Yeah.
Now Fresh Prince, I want them to do better because that first season
Bel Air.
Bel Air.
Bel Air writing was good at
Niggas gonna
first.
always call it the friend.
But I always
We
say
know
Fresh
what you
Prince.
Bel Air's writing
Bel Air.
was good.
His ass, man.
What,
You don't
season
like the
1 or
first
2?
season?
I just thought it was like.
You was like,
Season
was
1 or 2?
good.
I just thought it was just they trying too hard, bro. Like
Season 1 or 2 or both? All
but
of it.
it's not
He's
so
saying all of
bad
it.
just to watch Fresh Prince again. It's not that bad.
But
like just
season
watch
one
it again.
or two, which one are you saying?
Are you saying Bel Air as a whole
I'm talking
is
about the
ass?
first season, Bel Air. I didn't like it.
Okay, so you didn't even watch season 2?
I watched season 1.
I didn't
Okay.
see season 2.
Oh shit, I thought I seen something.
It's almost like that idea where when you make, like what they said about Confessions, when you make something so good the first time, it's so hard to live up to.
I'm on the other edge of that fence because I like the dramatic version of Bel Air. It's not the same
No.
show.
I'm
so-
talking about
Oh.
the seasons. Like the season 1 be so captivating.
Oh, yeah, season
it's
2 is
a
just
lot
like, yeah.
to live
Oh, yeah.
up to. I like the
yeah.
drama version of it. I
I
thought
do.
that was a good spin.
I like drama version. Badass kids.
Yeah.
American Horror Story is
I
there
feel
for me
like-
now.
I
They,
feel
they
like-
did so well the first 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that was
All
gonna
right,
happen.
are we still on black writers? Black people write American Horror
I
Story?
don't know how.
I
no.
do think they
We just
have.
got-
Well, no.
There are black people in the room.
I think,
Absolutely.
I think it depends on the season though, because when they did the one in New Orleans, they did have black writers.
with that was the one with Angela Bassett.
With Angela Bassett, yeah.
All right. All right, I'm moving to sports. Real quick, the story about this guy, Sergio Brown. He's an ex-NFL player for the New England Patriots.
This is crazy.
His mother was found dead by a creek by her home. Her name is Myrtle Brown. She's 73 years old. It was determined that the death was a homicide, and the authorities have been trying to locate Sergio, who has been posting wild videos from Playa del Carmen, Mexico. That's they determined. Now, in those videos, he's talking real, like, it's not making sense. He's not talking about his mom. He's not saying anything about his mother. He said the FBI kidnapped him and dropped him off in Mexico in one of the videos. It's real disturbing, and it's calling into play CTE, but it's not a lot on this yet. I want to see how this plays out for that young man. I don't know if they're going to go get him, bring him back to the States Did he kill his mom? It's a lot going on here.
I pray that he didn't, but his family did say that he was acting out of character, and the police are not confirming whether or not he's in Mexico. Right now, they're trying to protect it if they even do know where he is. But as of right now, we don't know. And that video that was released, it's been removed.
I was getting ready to say, so initially when I thought about what we were going to talk about, and I went back to try to go rewatch it, I said, it ain't even there no more.
Yeah, no, they've
On
scrubbed,
Instagram or
they
where?
have scrubbed
On
the
Instagram.
internet to try to remove it,
Okay.
period.
I seen it
So
in an article.
y'all know,
Yeah.
y'all know when shit like that happens, right?
I'm with you, James.
Somebody telling the fucking truth.
I'm with you.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying because don't shit get scrubbed without the truth being
I was
in
gonna
it.
say, the
Oh,
fact
you
that
think the
somebody can
FBI
tell me
kidnapped
where
him
these
and dropped him
Malaysian
off in
planes
Mexico?
I'm not saying they did or didn't. I ain't trying to get kidnapped and dropped off in Mexico. I'm just saying if they snatched the shit off the internet.
the way that they did,
I
yeah.
probably
thought
some
it
truth
was just
in it.
me. I'm
On
glad
some
you
real.
confirmed that because I was like, well,
Because it
maybe
was
I'm
a part
tripping.
of articles, but if you go back to some of those articles now, the video is not a part of the article.
So
anymore.
y'all think it's some foul play going on whose
Some-
side though?
Something has happened.
Shit, everybody.
I'm just saying, why
So
take it down?
Why is his? I guess my questions, and I guess they may or may not never be answered. Did
They could have took it down because they need it for evidence now, and you're not really supposed to have it up.
or did they do something to his mom for real? Did he do something to his mom for real?
If it's an open investigation where they think he did something and those videos are telling, it could be one to protect him if they do know where he is, or it could be the fact that it's an open investigation and they are trying to scrub things on the back end. But the fact that they acted so fast to get these videos taken down, I think it's been 2, and only one kind of went more viral. The fact that they've removed these videos as fast as they've been posted is a little
sketchy.
It's a little sketchy.
So here's my
Gotcha.
question.
Go
Let's
ahead.
say that they confirm that this is a murder.
Okay.
He committed the murder, but the cause of it could be tied to CTE. Is it with us continuing to learn more and with them doing more research on that? Do you think it's something he'll get off because of?
Hell
this?
no,
Nah.
nigga, you black.
I think
they
they gonna
about to
put
tear
that-
your ass up.
Yeah, I think they'll put him in a mental hospital. I think they'll commit him
And
because they
then
don't know.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, y'all gotta look at the bigger picture. You got a dead woman here. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know what happened to her.
And they have confirmed died by homicide. They
Yeah,
did
it's a
say that.
homicide.
Oh, so they confirmed it already?
Yeah,
that's
because
why
of-
they looking for him because
Yeah.
it's a homicide.
Because of her
okay.
injuries.
So you got a dead woman. You got a man out here blurting out information that he shouldn't be saying. What you think about to happen next?
Oh, that nigga dead too.
Not only that, they probably gonna try to pin that murder on him.
Well, yeah. Well,
Oh, that's 'cause
it's just a
you're
lot
saying
of-
it's
the
conspiracy.
Yes,
side of
I'm
things.
trying to tell you, bro. It always happens.
It won't be
like
the
this.
first time
It won't
that's
be.
happened to somebody.
It always happens
I'm
like
just
this.
saying.
He might be saying some truth. That's why I got scrubbed. But then again, we don't. This is 100% speculation. Like I say, I ain't trying to get dropped off.
Either way, I hope that I hope they find him. I
Thoughts and prayers to that family.
Yeah, I hope they
Thoughts
figure
and
that out.
prayers. All right, man. With the weekend coming up, man, y'all gonna get this podcast on Monday, and Colorado will have already played Oregon.
And what?
But and hopefully won. I'm with you though. But yes, last weekend Colorado did beat Colorado State. If you did not see that if you did not see that game was good. I was up to 3:00 in the morning with half of America watching it. Coach Prime and the boys came back from a 20-28 deficit in the fourth quarter. I think it was maybe even more in the second half, but they came back and they won. Shout out to Shador and them boys. But the controversy from the game was the stud Travis Hunter, who plays wide receiver and
He got
cornerback. I seen this play a few times this week. It's been slowed down, but on a play kind of like what would you call it? He was going out for a pass, and he was hit after the whistle by one of the Colorado players. Some people have saying that they were targeting Travis Hunter to try to purposely injure him.
For sure.
When you watch it in slow motion, it seems that way. When you watch it in fast motion, it don't seem that way. All in all, the hit came really late. It came really late. It was into his ribs. So Travis Hunter's out for 3 weeks with a lacerated rib. Shout out to Deion Sanders, man. In a press conference, he said, and I agree with this. He said, stop the death threats to the young man who did place the hit on Travis Hunter, because it's not fair to him. He's like, he just don't deserve it. We don't think it's a malicious hit, and we're gonna continue trucking. Cooler heads prevail, and I can appreciate that, because me as a fan watching it, I was hoping the young boy was suspended. I wanted him to take the scholarship. Like, it just was a dirty play. There's no room for plays like that in a game that's already high risk. You know what I'm saying? When somebody drops their guard and you lay a hit on them, the body is relaxed. All right, play over. And you come jam into me. It's not when I'm already tense waiting for a hit. So I personally thought it was just big of him to be like, yo, Travis forgives him, we forgive him.
Very classy.
We moving on, because that was classless of that player.
It was.
I'm real with you, bro. They target players all the time, bro. Definitely if you're winning, they target you all the fucking time. It happens in the NBA and it happens in the NFL. It definitely happens in the NBA. It don't happen to a couple of my favorite players. I remember when Westbrook was having that season where he was going ham. He was having like triple doubles like crazy, and then he got injured by Patrick Beverly. Patrick did that shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? You could see that he did that shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? And that was to stop his record. But the nigga still got the shit anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And some would argue that the other young man was just
doing what he was told to do.
He was focused and he was doing what he was instructed to do. So even if the whistle was blown, the play had stopped, if he is focused and has been told, hey,
go get him,
make sure you take him,
yeah,
he's already on go mode. So when that play stopped, he don't realize, hey, I need to stop too.
Well, nigga, you heard that.
And I ain't see it, but I'm guessing if he was running top speed, it's kind of hard to just.
It is hard.
Man.
It's hard to come to a stop.
But when you see the play, like, it's on the sideline, so there's Travis Hunter. Here goes one of the defenders for Colorado State. He comes from across field to lay the hit. Right. So after the play is over, the he's still coming. The play is over, and then he runs up into him.
And it's like, so
he had plenty of time to.
Oh yeah, he knew better.
Yeah.
He knew better.
I retract my statement.
They took that boy in that room and they said, hurt his ass.
Yeah,
that's exactly what they told him to do.
I do agree. I do think that. I do think there was that, and I think that's going to be throughout the season. I think there's a price on Shador's head. I think there's a price on Travis Hunter's head.
For sure, because they nice.
If you get a hit on these boys, get a hit on, because at the end of the game, Shador was sacked and the young man was ejected. I didn't appreciate that. I thought the clip was hit clean, but it was a flag for targeting because he lowered his helmet into Shador. So, I mean, like I say, it was a good game. I think we're gonna get another one. We had another one on Saturday with Oregon, but I think we're gonna get another. I think every game with Colorado is gonna be a good game, because they are the underdogs in every game they go into, and so anytime you got that stacked up against you and these real good teams like Oregon, USC is in like number 3 in college football right now. Anytime you got that and you got a coach that's got them boys fighting, you're going to get some good football games.
I was about to say, he's guaranteed to win just because he got these boys following him the way they do. And
they want to run through a wall for Prime.
Yeah, and
they want to run through a wall for Prime.
On top of that, I feel like that's dope because there's not a lot of incidents that you see black kids behind a black leader, you know what I'm saying, like going ham like this.
Nah, you
so
right.
I appreciate this. This is actually pretty dope, and I don't even like football. So I've been at least keeping my eye on these games and these highlights and stuff.
Oh,
man.
This shit got America watching. Got Black America, I know, watching college football.
I appreciate all of this, man. I that's what's up.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, Coach Prime, he should be a blueprint for any man that's trying to do anything with a young group of boys that's positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should be the blueprint now. You know
I like
what I'm
the
saying?
way he's coaching those boys. I like the way.
We gave it to LeVar Ball for a little bit. I'm pretty sure we can give it to Coach Prime.
LeVar Ball was just a good dad.
Yeah. Remember, everybody was like, man, I wish my dad was LeVar Ball.
Yeah, I'm not mad at LeVar Ball. LeVar Ball is like, anytime you find like an old black dad that actually is involved in his kid's life, man, he's like, you want to sing? Oh, you gonna sing, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
you gonna get it now.
Like, you gonna do whatever you said you was gonna do.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Get into these awards.
Possible. Anything's possible.
All right.
Go oil my joints up.
I'm giving real nigga of the week to the cellmate of Billy Shamir. Now, the only reason I'm giving the cellmate this award is because Billy was accused. He's a citizen of Kenya. He worked in America as a home health aide in several cities in Texas, and he was accused of murdering 24 elderly people.
Damn.
So he was indicted on 22 capital murder charges. I think he was facing the death penalty, but his cellmate went on ahead and did a favor for the state. Got him on up out of there.
Because the nigga was killing old people.
Yeah, man. I didn't, my mom would be considered in that class now. So, like, yeah.
So what happened to the cellmate?
Oh, they hide his identity, hide his name. They didn't even tell how he killed
Yeah, because that nigga free now.
Y'all crazy.
You think they freed him?
Hey, nigga, you did us a favor. Appreciate you. Here go your papers, nigga.
Time off your sentence. Nah, the cellmate is actually in there for murder. So,
Oh, he wasn't going nowhere anyway.
So they put him in that cell
on purpose. They was just buying time.
Oh.
They was just buying time.
Hey,
Say,
it
shit,
be
we
like
can
that.
save money. 2 for
Shit.
1, nigga. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yahtzee. These niggas ain't
Whew,
shit.
I would hate to go to prison. All right, Dunce Metal, man. Where is my drum? Oh, damn.
Figure it
go.
out now.
Do you got the dunce?
We're
We're going with Kenneth Petty.
gonna give it to Kenneth Petty. If for those that don't know, that is Nicki Minaj's husband. I don't really have much to say on him outside of, if you're on social media, you've seen his recent video trying to intimidate or scare Offset with his people. He was sentenced by a judge to stay at home for up to 120 days.
Damn.
So essentially he's in timeout. Following that, Nicki Minaj began posting on social media that she's posted outside, quote unquote, mobbing with her security. As well as she recently posted an image of her in her studio to do her radio show with a bunch of her people. So she, she's a thug, but she always got people. So I don't really know what's going on.
And we don't know why, where the threats are
Yeah,
for.
I don't
Well, they
understand
mad
the
at Offset.
dynamic of it. I just think it's very childish. It appears to be corny to me. Because it's like, what is it for?
Maybe
at this
there
point?
was essentially some beef going on with Nicki and Cardi, and then the men got involved. Maybe that could
Oh,
have been
yeah,
it.
it was some beef going down with them.
Well,
they-
yeah,
cause
they
it-
got into it at
Yeah.
the last VMAs.
I thought it was
this
at the Met Gala.
That was years ago. That was years
yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
But they
Don't mean they forgot.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Nicki wasn't. They say Nicki wasn't involved. Her cousin or somebody was involved.
Yeah, her homegirl.
However, Kenneth Petty, if you're
But-
on probation or if you're out of jail, you should adhere to those rules so you don't end up back in jail.
Stay out of trouble.
And stay away
What's he
from-
on probation for? The rape charges?
All
I
Offset
don't
got to
know.
do is drop that nigga off in front of the school. He going right back to jail because that nigga's a registered sex offender.
He is a registered
That's
sex.
crazy. That is crazy.
And I think that's my thing. You might be a criminal, but that don't mean I'm supposed to be scared. I'm supposed to be scared of a rapist, nigga. If you don't get the fuck on,
Get out of here.
like you ain't no killer, nigga.
Bye. All right, person of the week.
You're a rapist.
Right. It's totally different.
That's fucked up.
Standing outside like I'm supposed to be. Anyway,
Person of the week, Quavo, man. I'm giving it to Quavo, one of my beloved Migos members. He met with lawmakers from the Congressional Black Caucus and Vice President Kamala Harris on Wednesday to figure out how they could work together to prevent gun violence in America. If you didn't know, black males in the United States have the highest adjusted age rate of firearm-related homicides. In 2021, more than 10 times more likely to die from gun violence than their white counterparts. As you all know, his nephew Takeoff was killed by gun violence, so he's doing something to fight it. He set up the Rocket Foundation. It's a foundation that helps people who end up in situations like he did with gun violence. So I just want to shed light on that positive. Shout out to Quavo.
Shout out to Quavo. Anybody that's hating on this, you're a dick. I'm gonna be real with you. Sometimes street politics get on my fucking nerves.
It get on my nerves, yeah.
And one thing I don't like is anytime somebody stands up for like stop the violence, there's always some negativity to go behind it.
like, are you
Oh, yeah.
corny and da da da?
Yeah,
Nah.
and the reason why is because y'all niggas are a bunch of bitches, and they scared to fight. So you rather just get the easy way out and shoot a motherfucker, and that's what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I do shout out him for doing this. just because you doing this saying stop the violence, that don't mean you a bitch, a snitch, or anything like that. I mean, this man
just
nephew
tired
died.
of losing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Probably
it is-
tired of losing your friends to that shit. man.
Exactly. At some point, you need to evolve.
Yeah,
You're not put here to devolve. You're not put here to, you know what I'm saying?
Revolve.
Yeah, you're
put here to
evolve. You
All
know
right,
what I'm saying?
Pastor
So,
Prime.
yeah, you know,
right,
just
James.
just level up, nigga. Damn. Stop being a bitch.
Leave it to James to always bring it back.
He brought it back
Something
home.
Very,
Shout out my nigga, bro.
I'll try.
All right.
I'll try.
every time I'm here, you do it.
I'll try.
It's been episode 275 of the King Shit Podcast. Angie, thank you for joining us today, man. We appreciate you.
Shout
Even though
out,
you
Grandma.
Can't get my intro
Always
right,
a good
you know.
time.
Man, we got to work on your intro off the camera, man. I was
It's
freestyling
not
it.
hard. Well, stop.
My girl ADF the Grown in the building. You already know what it
no,
is.
No, that's not it.
ADF the grown.
ADF the Grown. Hey, man, if you watching this right now, YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Apple Podcast, thank you. Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud. We are there. Any closing remarks?
Help Landon in the comments. Add a tagline for me to help Landon, please.
Bet. I fuck with it.
Yeah. Somebody, please.
So he gonna read it out loud.
Donald Trump
That would
Jr.,
be funny.
I'm not voting for you.
I'm for it. I probably won't be here for that episode, but yeah, that'd be fun.
People got to stop hacking accounts.
Oh my gosh. I got one the other day.
Ukraine, we ain't giving y'all no more money. We broke.
Fuck. World War III, here we come.
Colorado State, y'all suck. Which one is the Coach Prime and them? They ain't
Nah,
Colorado.
it ain't state. It
They
ain't
ain't
state.
state. All right, it's state. Y'all suck.
Y'all pray for black people in love.
Nigga, pray for Sergio Brown because they
Yeah.
got that nigga.
And if you should
Man, I'm gonna be watching that close
if your
too.
ex died, nigga, just bury it, bro. Don't
Yeah,
even talk
don't
about it.
even-
No,
Sneak to
you
the
don't have to
funeral,
bury
nigga.
it. Just
Sneak
know that
to
we
the
can't
funeral,
be together.
nigga.
That's no.
Damn, the nigga can't even
Just
have a
understand
loss,
we
nigga.
can't
Lie.
do anything.
You
gotta
gotta
have
work
100K.
that day.
You can't cry over your ex.
You better not try to get no bereavement.
You
my
can't
nigga.
be
Them
under
knees
6
can't
foot.
buckle.
Your knees can't buckle.
Oh yeah, if y'all do go to the funeral, your knees can't buckle.
can't
Hey,
do
if
that.
she touch his chest inside, just over, dog.
It's
Just
crazy.
Don't shake him in the casket.
yeah,
They
don't
Yeah.
shake him. Don't. He gone.
But let
girl.
it be her ex.
He gone, girl.
If your
She gonna
woman
cry,
does
fall
all
out.
for hoes, don't cheat.
Yeah.
That's just being greedy.
And what is the fourth hole? What do y'all think the fourth hole is? Right.
shit
Put that in the comments too.
Put that in the comments, man. Let us know. What y'all think
Jada
the fourth hole
Pinkett need to
is.
get over that shit. You got
Oh
a
my
husband.
God.
Nah, facts. Facts. Y'all stupid.
Stop embarrassing Will like that. He slapped the whole nigga for you.
That is true. He slapped the little nigga for you.
You know what I'm saying?
He slapped the leprechaun for you.
I'm
Like, come
saying,
on,
though.
man.
Nigga's still a nigga.
He said, nah, Chris Rock kind of tall. He might be a bitch nigga, but that
I
nigga
would
got
say
some
because
height
he's
on
small.
Y'all can't
him. Yeah,
say
he got some height on him. man.
Anyway, man. Listen, man. Thank y'all for kicking it with us today, man. On episode 275, man. Johnny will be back next week. Other than that, man, it's your boy Jumpman Jones. I'm signing off for D. I'm signing off for James. I'm signing off for Foxy Red, aka ADF the Grown. No, I'm playing. ADF the Kid. Hey, man, I love you guys. We want you all out there to love the life that you live and the people in it. We want you to find the positive in every situation. And live in the moment, man, because this life is not forever. I'm your boy Jumpman Jones, and we're going to talk to y'all in the next one. Peace.
Tory Lane.
Make me some potatoes.
Dad, are you on the radio?